Hey, it's Rob from Radio Free Geek, and today we are unboxing the Overwatch Collector's Edition. Overwatch, as you guys have probably heard, is the newest game from Blizzard. It is a first-person shooter, which is kind of a first for the company. And as with many things Blizzard creates, they unveil these really beautiful collector editions. And Overwatch is no different. It's an absolutely massive box that is covered in artwork and Overwatch branding. This has a bunch of really cool goodies in it, and let's dive into it. So as you rotate the box, there are a lot of die cuts that show you like the Overwatch logo. It has the character artwork on the sides, and this all is just beautifully slipcase. It's really heavy duty too. It's big. It's heavy. This is not something that you're going to damage real easily, and it kind of opens up. Again, covered in artwork from the game. You have the main cast on either side, and also icons on the main part of all the characters, as well as the Overwatch logo. And this kind of splits in half. And what this has in it, as well as the game, is a bunch of really cool collectibles. One of the biggest ones is going to be. Let me go ahead and move this to the side, and I'll show you. One of the biggest ones is going to be a statue of Soldier 76. If you guys are not familiar with Soldier 76, he is one of the intro characters to Overwatch. He is kind of designed to be an intro to somebody who's used to playing like Battlefield or Call of Duty. He's a real run and gun character. He's a really nice character to start and kind of learn the basics of the game, learn the maps with. And Blizzard, you guys may have seen if you wander around the internet, they have a statue of Tracer, who is kind of the mascot of the series. And for some reason, they didn't choose to include her in this collector edition set. But Soldier 76 is a nice trade-off. He's very styled, as are most of the characters in Overwatch. He's also well packed in here. I can barely get him out of the box. So when you get him, he'll be covered in masking tape. It's this nice kind of dual styrofoam box. And we just cut along the seams here really quickly. But one of the things that's really neat this past year with collectibles is they're including figurines, which is pretty cool. I like three-dimensional collectibles. You can never have. Ooh, it's even got the Overwatch logo engraved, laser etched into the styrofoam. That's a nice touch. But I like 3D collectibles. You know, you can never have too much stuff on your shelves. And this has been a really cool year for getting collectibles. Everything from Mirror's Edge Catalyst, which is about to come out, has a figurine collectible. Doom just came out, had a Revenant statue. Battlefield 1, which just got announced last week, has a whole slew of collectibles in its collector edition. You have the soldier figure. You have a pigeon messenger tube that has a DLC code in it. Just a whole lot of just really good stuff this year. So let's see what's in this. All right, so this is a really well-engineered base. You have the Soldier 76 statue, and then you may notice he doesn't have a base with him right now. This is actually a subcompartment in the styrofoam. That is beautifully engineered packaging right there. And you see you have the light-up Overwatch base, as well as directions on how to pose or mount Soldier 76 on it. It's probably your basic action figure base. Yeah, just holes, you stick them in here. I think this is a light-up base, maybe not, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And then Soldier 76, and this is a really heavy-duty base. This is probably like a half-pound of material. It's not metal, but it's definitely more than your standard like vinyl or plastic base. And let's see what we have here. Alright, so Soldier 76 is absolutely gorgeous. He's kind of a metallic finish. He's vinyl or resin. He's very sturdily made. Got these very nice details of his boots, of his gun, of his mask and facial scarring from the game. Just very, really exquisite detail. and he's got these spikes on his boots. So you just take him and put him in the base. Very, 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 very carefully. So go ahead and move this out of the way for you guys. Just kind of position him on the base very carefully. And maybe he'll fit in. There we go. I guess it doesn't light up. But there you have it. You have a finished Soldier 76 trophy. Or not trophy, a figure. And it looks really cool. It looks like the statue. Looks kind of like an upgraded version of the statue that you see at the during the cinematic trailer for Overwatch. And very cool. Very nice. It's again, it's kind of a shame that they didn't include Tracer in this, but I'll take what I can get, right? So that is pretty cool. What else do we have in here? On the left side of the box, we have hopefully the actual game. Let's see. Left side of the box. This includes an art book as well as the game, and I think that's what's under this. Is that elastic? No, it's Velcro, kind of like command strips, and kind of wedged into this velvet, which is really nice. You have the game and you have the soundtrack right there, which is really cool. Let's go ahead and pop those out. But everything is designed. If you don't have much space to keep a collection, this is all designed to accommodate everything once you enjoy it. So let's pop all of this out and take a look at it one by one. Let me go ahead and close this big guy and get it out of the way. Again, just kudos on the package design, Blizzard. This is probably one of the neatest. You can display this box by itself as a work of art. Just kudos on the design right there, Blizzard. Let's see, what do we have? I'll save the game for last because that's kind of what you're expecting. I'm a fan. I know a bunch of concept artists and illustrators. I'm a big fan of having concept art, and one of the things, let me adjust this monitor so I can see myself. And one of the reasons I bought the collector edition wasn't really for the statue or any of the swag that you get. It was for this. And what this is an art book. And I'm really surprised that it's a full-size art book. Most of the time when you get collector editions, usually they'll include, like the BioShock collector edition is a really good example of this. They'll include a sample of a collector edition to get you enticed to buy the full thing separately. But some of these, like Last of Us, and a few other ones. I think Tomb Raider came with a full-size art book as well. And this is just really gorgeous. You have, it's soft cover. It gives you an overview of kind of the history, kind of the Omnic crisis that they reference a lot in the graphic novels and the lore. It gives you concept art for this that you saw a lot of in the cinematic announcement trailer that I think played at E3. You get the original views during that crisis of a bunch of the characters, like there's Reinhardt and Torbjorn, and I think one of these, I think that's Reaper and Soldier 76 as well, before they became the characters that you play of in the game. So this is all really good. It's showing you the history of the team, it's showing you the evolution of it from the beginning to kind of what you play as now. And this is really neat because it gives you an overview of each character and what they do, but it also shows you some really gorgeous full-page artwork of what they are. And of course, if you play any of these characters, when you select Bastion, for example, you'll see him with his yellow bird. But this is the concept art that led to that animation and what he does, as well as some different concepts for his ultimate, how he looks. There's one of his skins, but that could have been his original concept because he's been wandering the wild, and there he is covered in grass with birds' nests and everything, and how all the weaponry fits on him and how it transforms like he does in the game. So this is really cool. It not only shows you what led to how they look in the game, but also the evolution of how they in their universe wound up in the game as well. What their motivations are, kind of why they're in Overwatch or Talon like Reaper and Widowmaker are. This is just really great. It's really great stuff. If you have any interest in how games are made, like I do, this is a really great thing to pick up. I don't know if they'll sell this individually. But they are making a graphic novel series, and here's some concept arts for Hanamura, the Japanese map from the game. This is really good. You got the Hollywood movie set that you travel through, and you have you start fighting in a city, and then fight in a Wild West. You fight through like Universal Studios, basically. This is all really gorgeous stuff. I really hope eventually they sell these movie posters that are all over the maps. Blizzard, if you're watching this, that's a really good marketing tactic right there. Sell a bag of those, you can have all of my money. But just really great. You have the concept art for King's Row, which is a futuristic, of course, London. You have the holographic Big Ben clocks. This is just really great. And this is really fantastic. Like I said, I don't know if they'll sell this individually, but they are partnering with Dark Horse Comics to make at least one graphic novel. I know they've got some intros. You guys have probably seen the cinematic shorts that are all over the internet and on Play Overwatch's YouTube channel. But they're partnering with Dark Horse to do a graphic novel series of that. They've got a couple of comic book shorts that introduce a few of the characters that aren't in the movies. So hopefully they'll release either another version of this or a companion book to go with it. They had a really great one with The Last of Us and their art book, and hopefully this will continue that. All right, so next up, what do we have? We have the Overwatch Collector Edition soundtrack. If you guys have played the open beta or seen any of the shorts or trailers for Overwatch, you know that it has a pretty good soundtrack. You've got the trumpets, got the full orchestra going on to kind of show you the heroics or the villainy that the characters bring to the movie and bring to the games, or movies and bring to the game. I hope they make a full-length movie. But Collector Edition, they have a soundtrack. Again, just like the art book, I really hope. And of course, they have Lucio in the background, who is the music-based support character from the game, as well as the actual Overwatch disc that makes the logo. Hopefully, they'll release this just like the art book. Hopefully, they'll release this past the Collector Edition, because I think they did a damn good job of making the music for the game. And you have Widowmaker on the liner notes, which also have your obligatory credits who made this, as well as an explanation of kind of what went into the music and the creation of it, as well as your standard track listing. So they did a really good job with this. I hope they'll make this accessible to everybody who, enjoys the game like I have so far and wants to listen to the music. So that's a really nice touch too. What else do we have besides the game? We have these postcards, and again, like everything else, they have the Overwatch logo. They did a really good job with the branding on not only the Collector Edition, but also their promotions, their social media, a little bit of everything. And what these are, if you played the game, you know that there are these wallpapers that pop up whenever they introduce a location, and what these are postcards for every one of the locations. There's Dorado, there's Hanamura, the Japanese map, there's Hollywood, like I mentioned, the California map, Ilios, which is like a Greek map. You have... Whoops. You have Dorado, which I think is like a Spanish map. You have Hanamura, which is the Japanese map. Ilios, which is Greek. Hollywood, which of course is California. King's Row, which is a futuristic London with the holographic bin towers, which is probably my favorite map of the entire thing. You have China, which is just China. You have Numbani, which is Africa. You have Route 66, which is another American map. You have Nepal, which is Nepal. This is also where Zenyatta is from, the Buddhist robots, which I don't think are Omnic, but I think they're another species. You have the Temple of Anubis, which of course is the Egyptian map, which is a Blastoplan. You have Volskaya, which is fun. It's the Russian map. And then you have Watchpoint Gibraltar, which is the Overwatch's base. This is they're kind of made, and what's really cool is the futuristic ones like Watchpoint Gibraltar and Numbani and King's Row and Temple of Anubis. A lot of these are really Hanamura. They're all designed kind of like the retro travel posters that you see everywhere nowadays, and they look really cool. This would be a really neat thing to kind of sort out and frame in a poster frame, or hang up individually somewhere. Or do the postcard thing, right? Put somebody's address and a message on it, put a stamp on it, send it off to them. But this is a really cool add-on. It's Overwatch bills itself as being a very travel-focused kind of strike team video game, and this is a really great way to kind of reference that. You have these really cool postcards that show you the locales in the base version of the game. Hopefully they'll add more heroes as well as locations as they go on. And maybe, again, put these up for sale later on so you can add to your collection, or, again, have some more to send to people. Last but not least is the actual game. This comes in a really beautiful steel case. It's metal, obviously. It has Tracer on the front and Reaper on the back. This is kind of bluish and reflective. And when you open it, of course, you have the Origin Edition game. You have the game, of course, and then you have the DLC, which I'm not going to show you the back of, in case somebody wants to troll and steal my stuff. But this includes everything that's in the Origins Edition, just in a really cooler package. And that's it. Basically, Overwatch needs no introduction. And that's it. I think there's a lot of value in this collector edition. I don't say that a lot about collector's editions. Usually they come with a lot of filler that doesn't seem to be of much value for what you paid. But I think in this case, Blizzard really delivered on the goods. This cost me right at about $104 with the Prime 20% pre-order discount, which I think is a fantastic value for what it is. There's tons of swag, there's tons of background content, and tons of love from Blizzard. Is this something that you think you would buy if you packaged your own Overwatch Collector's Edition? What would you put in it? Be sure to start a discussion on our community, and like, share, and subscribe as always, and we will see you in the next video.